So hi guys, how are you guys? This is Pushkar from Pushkar C channel. Today we will do list and list matters part 2. Actually there was some more important things, but I couldn't cover in one video because it was long video ever. It became 22 minutes actually. So today let us cover it. So we have learned actually how to add a thing in a list and even remove. But what was happening that we are using the append method and pop method. Always it used to remove the last element and always it used to add the element at the last. But what if we wanted to put it in first only? Okay, let me create a new list here. Let's just say we have numbers. Let's just say we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something 6 numbers we have like that. Now Now it's really simple to add and remove. Let me show you. Let's just say x as a variable and numbers dot append, and I want to add 6 here. Okay, and print x. Okay, wait a minute. Append method. Okay, append and I want to append, yeah, append 6 or something 6, and I have to print numbers, not the x actually. Okay, now you get the new list. But actually, the problem is that it's getting added here. But what if someone asks you to add anything, let's just say, I want to add between 3 and 4. In that case, you can use there is a separate method called extend. This extend method. Okay, extend. Okay, let me see how it works. This function extend. After that, iterable, that means I have to put the index first. Index. What index I have to put? Suppose let's say I want to add a 4, and then you have to put a colon here, and now write your desired thing. Let's just say I'll write something XYZ. Okay, let's run this guy. Okay, there is an error here. Okay, let me try to understand it. Okay, iterable, extend. I want to add 6 here. Now let me just run this guy. Int object is not iterable. Okay, let's just say I'll put some a like that. Okay, now it's getting added at last. Okay, first you have to put element what you want to add. Then at what index you want to add it. Let's just say 4. Let's run this guy. There's an error again. I think so I have to put a comma instead. Okay, list.txt only takes exactly one argument. Two given. Okay, so what is the problem actually? Okay guys, sorry guys, it's not the extend. Extend is actually used to means if you have two lists, you want to put it in one list, you can use it as extend. So you have to insert method actually. So there are a lot of methods. I also got confused. Okay, now first you have to write at what index you want to write. Actually, see it's saying index colon int. First you have to write at what index. Let's just say I want to include at 2. Then write your desired thing over here. You can write strings, numbers, whatever. Let's run this bad boy. Now you can see this guy gets inserted in 2 as mentioned. A specified index actually. So now you can even include wherever you want. Similarly, if you want to remove a just specific, let's just say I want to remove. You use the pop method actually. Simply if you leave empty blanks in parentheses, it just removes the last element. But if you put this guy and this guy, it works. You can even put, it's optional. Now there is two ways. You can put 2, that's the index, 2 you, or even by using or instead let me include one string here, ABC, something like that. And now I want to remove ABC. Even if you don't know index, you can do like this. Okay. str object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Okay, you have to specify the position actually. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3. It removes. Means you have to put index. That's enough. Okay. Actually, both methods doesn't work. Only one method works here. Okay, now we are done with lists. Now let us see slicing actually. This is the most important and interesting part of mine ever. Okay, slicing. I like this one most, list slicing. So suppose you have a loaf of bread. You want, you can't have all of them with it. You can't have it in one day like that, and you will get vomit. Yes, like that. For that you do slicing so that you eat 2 pieces or 3 pieces daily and you finish. Similarly, you do even less slicing. Slicing means you are cutting it actually. Okay. Now let me just say, uh, you have prime numbers. You have 2, comma 3, comma 5, comma 7, comma 11, and 13, comma 17. You have 7 prime numbers here. Now let us do the list slicing. Let me say slice underscore numbers as a new variable, and here you can even use this slice method actually. Now we have to add a colon here. So this is the first position. It will tell you this is the index from where you want to start, and this is the end index from where you want to end. Let's just say 3. Let's run this guy. Okay, there is an error coming up here, or I can say print prime numbers, or instead I don't want anything, print prime numbers. Now I put a colon here up to 3. I want to slice. Okay, there is an error. Okay guys, the mistake is that we are using a parenthesis instead. Since there is a list, you have to always use a square brackets. Now I want to slice actually this slice. I want to slice up to 3. So you can say it all, remember that it always includes the starting number, but it doesn't include the ending number. That means it starts slicing from 2. The empty blank means is nothing but 0. 0 for your reference. Okay. If I leave empty, it's 0. Okay. As I said, it only includes the starting number, starting index to slice, but this doesn't include the ending number to slice. Okay. Now, uh, you have 2, 3, 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3. That means it doesn't include. So that means only these 3 numbers go 2, 3, 5. Let's just see what happens. And this is the most interesting topic for me guys to, for you guys. to teach. And similarly, I can write anything. Even if I don't know the length of this, I can even put length of prime numbers, and I want to slice somewhere from the next tree. Like that. Let's run this guy. Now, what is the length actually, first of all? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 7 elements. And now I have asked the computer to slice it from 3, but not, but it includes even the last element. Now here is the twist here. Why? Because I have asked from 3 to slice and remaining length of whatever is there, you include it. Okay. That means whatever is there outside this square bracket, it doesn't include. Okay. That means it has removed these guys actually. It started from 7 and into up to 17. This is how you do list slicing. I can do 1 to 4. What happens? Get 3, 5, 7. And now you can separate from this odd and even. You just change it to numbers, and from this you can even separate odd and even numbers. Let me just keep up to 9, and let me just say I want to start slicing from 2. That means 2 is an even number, so I want to slice even numbers actually. Okay, so I have to include 2, and now put the last, that is -1. If you don't, if you have a big list, whatever is your last event, that is going to be -1. And there's one more colon actually. This means how many steps you have to jump forward. Let's just say you are over here. I want you to directly jump to 4 to get even numbers. That means you skip one step. That means you skip one step. So how many steps you are skipping? So this is the last thing. This thing will tell you how many steps you have to skip. Let's just see what happens. Okay, sorry guys. How many steps you have to jump actually? Not skip, jump. So 1, 2 means 2 jumps it has to make to get to 4. So this will tell you how many steps you have to jump. Okay. Now let's just see what happens. See, now we can separate from this list. You can get even numbers from this. Now let me just say even numbers. Okay. Now let me just remove these guys from here. Now let me just, because I want to even separate odd numbers from this list. Okay, now let me just create a new variable known as odd numbers. Similarly you do, but actually you do it from 0 because our first thing is 1. Obviously it's an odd, so index is of 0, and whatever is your last limit is -1. And how many steps you have to jump? You don't go to 2, otherwise it makes perform function. So you have to make 2 jumps, and then you have to print odd numbers. Okay, I put numbers actually, numbers. Okay, let's run this guy. See, now all of the things get separated. This is the even number list, and this is our odd number list. See, this is very useful in data structure actually. List slicing. It's very useful, interesting, and most important, even the most important thing. Okay, so that's all guys for this video. I hope so you like this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates. Okay, so that's all guys. Thank you. I'm winding up. Bye.